Hi everyone. Today we're going to be budgeting out my first paycheck in January. We're going to be using this paycheck budget planner. The dates for this budget are going to be January 5th of 2024. This is the day that I get paid, and I won't get paid for another 2 weeks, so that will go until the 18th of January. So this is a budget for a 2-week period. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get started with the income section. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the different sections just so we can kind of stay on track. We're gonna use the orange. So the first section to go over is income. So let's go ahead and write out our income. Our bi-weekly salary came out to a total of $1,798. And then I had some other forms of income in this period, so I lumped it all in with my bi-weekly salary so that I could add it all up. So I had some rollover from my last budget period. This was money from my variables that I didn't spend, so I rolled it over, and that was $148. So I consider that income because I didn't put it into any of my categories. We'll do that today. I also earned a little bit of money from my high yield savings account. I just opened this up and it's been really cool. In just the month of December alone, I got $28 from the high yield savings account that I have, just in interest earned. So that's really exciting. I also got some Christmas money. I am very fortunate that I did get $600 from family in Christmas gifts. And then beyond that, this is actually a really good pay period for me because I did my cash back on my credit cards and I got a ton of cash back as well. So the first one I got back was on my Discover card. So I'm just gonna write here, Discover cash. And from Discover, I got $34. And then I got Bank of America cash. I have a Bank of America credit card too. And I got cash back from them. And that was a total of $14. I got cash back from my Citibank credit card. So that was a total of $12. I might make a separate video for you guys that goes over the different cards that I have and how I use them, just to show what works for me. And then the other card I have is my Capital One. So Capital One cash, and that was for $5. So I usually don't have this many income sources in a pay period, but today I did, which is really nice. So I'll lump all that together and add it up, and then we'll move on and do our bills. Okay, so I have a total of $2,639 in my income. So the first thing that we're gonna spend this money on is our bills, because that's just something that we have to spend money on. That's gonna come up regardless. So I always like to pay my bills first. So The bills that I have in this pay period are swim lessons. My son does swimming, and that bill is always on the 6th of the month. And the total for swimming is $160. On the 8th, I have a bill for Google, and that is for $2. That's for my Google storage. And then on the 9th, I have a bill for my Peloton bike. I bought a Peloton bike about 2 years ago, and I pay $45 a month to pay off the bike. On the 12th, I have my bill for Peacock. That is the one streaming service that I use for my programs, and that is $12 a month. And then on the 18th, I will have my mortgage bill. And the mortgage bill is $800. So we're gonna go ahead and add up all of our bills, and then we will write in the total here. Okay, so our total for bills is $1,019. From here, we're gonna go and do our variable spending. Variable spending is like if you watch any of the cash stuffing envelopes, this would be like my wallet. I don't use cash, I use credit cards, but I always follow my variable spending budget. I don't go over budget, most of the time anyway. So the categories for variable spending are, I think I have like 6 categories. So the first category I have is gas. And then I have my fun category. And then I have my restaurants. And then I have my lunch money. I have my my spending money. And then I have my grocery money. So gas is going to get $70. Fun is going to get $60. Restaurants is only going to get $20. Lunch money is going to get $40. Spending is just going to get $10 this month, or this, actually this is for half a month. This is for 2 weeks. So spending is going to get $10 for this 2 weeks. Groceries is going to get $125. Let's add it all up. All right, so the total for variable spending is going to be $325. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to subtract our total. So we're gonna take our total and subtract the bills and the variable spending, and that's gonna tell us what we have to spend on our savings. So the total income is $2,639 subtracted by 1,019. So minus bills, we have 1,620 left, and then minus our variable spending, which is 325 total. Now we have this amount to put in our savings. So we have 1,295 to put into our savings. So that is amazing. I'm going to highlight our savings in pink. So I have my long-term savings and my short-term savings. My long-term savings is for things that I don't anticipate buying or using this year. And my short-term savings, these are things I'm saving for that may come up this year. So that is kind of the difference. If it's this year, it's short-term saving. If it's beyond that, it's long-term saving. So let's take a look at the categories for long-term saving. So the first savings account that I have, well, it's not really an account, but it's something I track, and that is that I'm saving for my son's college. My son is only 1, but I want to start saving for his college now. So I'm going to put $220 into his college fund, and that leaves me with a total of $420. It's not a lot, but at least I'm starting. You know, if you never start, you'll never save anything. I'm also saving for a new car. I will not be getting this anytime soon. I'm going to put in $200. The total amount that I have in new car is $400. And I have a spreadsheet of all of this that I keep track of. So that is where I get these numbers from. My other long-term saving is investing. This is money I might put in my Roth IRA. I'm going to put in $50. So my total that I now have saved up is $5,380. My last long-term saving is my emergency fund. I am going to save $50 in emergency. My total for emergency now is $2,380. So that is my long-term saving. We're now going to move on to my short-term saving. These are my favorite savings because these are things that I am usually looking forward to. So let's go ahead and get started. So my first short-term saving is for my kiddo. I like to save some money for him. This is for my son, so that if I need to get anything for him, I can. So I'm going to put in $40. That's going to bring my total up to $175 for kiddo. Next, we have family fun. Family fun is going to get $5. And that brings the total up to $85. Car insurance, this one is not as fun, but you have to save for it. This is going to get $50. That brings my total to $800. So this is now fully funded, so I don't have to keep contributing to that because my car insurance bill in March will be $800. So I am good in car insurance. Next, we have car maintenance. And this is going to get $60. I now have $793 in car maintenance. Car tags is my next category. That is going to get $40. So I now have $80 saved. I need to bulk this one up because my car tags have been costing me like $380 every year. So by the end of the year, I need to have that saved up. Vacation is getting $300. So I now have a total of $2,267. I have 2 upcoming trips that I need to save for, so that is what this category is. Beauty is going to get $0 today. My total amount that I have is $140, so I don't really need to add to that. I'm going to get my nails done, but that is all. So, clothing will get $40. So I now have a total of $362 in clothing. My gifts category is going to get $40. So I now have 176. I need to bulk this one up more as well because I have some birthdays coming up. My charity category is going to get $5. So I now have a total of $30 in charity. My electronics is going to get $5. So I now have a total of $5 in electronics. My Christmas category is going to get $40. I'm starting to save for 2024 Christmas. The total is $40. My mom is going to get $80. So she now has a total of $107. Home is my next category. Home will get $5. So it has a total of $35. Household is next. Household will get $5. So it has a total of $30. Toiletries will be getting $5. So that now has a total of $110. My fitness category is going to be getting $0. It has a total of $50 in it. My experiences category is going to get $5. It now has $190. And my last category, which is miscellaneous, is going to be getting $50. So that brings that to a total of $210. So this is my finished Paycheck budget planner. I will be referring to this throughout the next 2 weeks when I make purchases, especially this variable spending section, to make sure that all of my purchases fall within these. Occasionally I'll have a purchase that falls under this category, and I always want to make sure that I'm not overspending the total in this category, or in the category that I'm spending it on. So that is everything. This is my Diana Budgets worksheet that I'm using. So yeah, that is everything. I will see you guys next week. Bye.